So what do you think is the biggest reason that's stopping people from starting a project, especially a personal one? In my experience, it's this thing called the little voice. In other words, the ego. I'm sure you've all heard of that little voice before, telling you that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough. That little voice inside you is the voice that has been dominating your life for such a long time. And this voice has been dominating my life up until recently. I've been working so hard to strengthen my mind to the point where whenever that little voice comes up, I recognize it. So overcoming the ego or the little voice requires a lot of effort. It requires a lot of practice. In this video, I will share with you 3 of my tips on how to overcome the little voice or the ego. Tip number 1. Practice seeing negative thoughts like passing clouds. Acknowledge it, but don't judge it, and just let it go. This is what we learn in mindfulness meditation. When you see the clouds, it won't stay there forever. It will start to slowly disappear. A teacher by the name of Fiechter taught me to acknowledge the little voice by saying things like, "Thank you for sharing." Or another teacher by the name of Stuart Ziddell taught me things like, "Cancel, cancel, sweep away." Tip number 2. Create a personal motivational mantra. I remember a teacher when I was at one of the powerful training in Malaysia called Enlightened Warrior Training. He shared his experience about getting fit and hitting the gym. Every morning he would wake up and the tendency to hit that snooze button was very high, but he made a decision. The first thing that comes to his mind is this mantra: don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. He would get up, freshen up, and then go right into the garage where his gym equipment was. And then he just got going with his morning exercise routine. You see, that's just his way. You might have a different mantra. It might be, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'd like to use more of the positive terms. I say things like, go Joyce, go Joyce, go Joyce. A little mantra to keep us going on a task and not let that little voice take over is really, really key. Tip number 3. Get the task done as quickly as possible. For my first video on the Monday, after coming back from work, I decided to film myself straight away. Then I started my first editing exercise. And then the Tuesday night came, I started to prepare my tools for filming the next day. And then the third day, which was my non-work day, I used that time to film the drawing and for editing. Before I went to bed, I hit that upload button onto YouTube. Thursday morning, didn't think. I reviewed the video once to make sure it uploaded correctly, and then I shared it on social media. Getting all of that done in a space of 3 days in between my day job, for me, it was effective because it didn't allow me to stop and think. So in summary, today I covered 3 tips on how to overcome the little voice or our ego. Tip number 1. Practice seeing negative thoughts like passing clouds. Tip number 2. Create a personal motivational mantra. Tip number 3. Get the task done as quickly as possible. Although I'd love for you to like and subscribe to this channel, I think it's much more important that you comment and share your experience in the hope that it could help other people as well, because your message might resonate with them more. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a calm and peaceful day.